been an unprecedented year, accelerating critical digital and tech pivots in a new normal. The Malaysia Tech Month 2020 will highlight the nation's digital innovation leadership, establishing Malaysia as the heart of digital ASEAN. With close to 25-year track record leading the ICT and digital economy growth, the Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, MDEC, is ready to lead the nation to make the digital leap into the fourth industrial revolution. MDEC has a 3-point winning formula: reskilling and upskilling Malaysians to thrive in the next normal and take the opportunities in the fourth industrial revolution, boosting startups, digitalizing SMEs and globalizing scale-ups. Fast-track investments into game, animation, AI, blockchain and more emerging tech sectors. Join us at Malaysia Tech Month 2020 and benefit from the best of Malaysia. Land and expand in Malaysia, heart of digital ASEAN.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, Welcome to our DataKITA event. Let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Dr. Karl. I am the Director for Data Ecosystem Development at MDEC. And it's a pleasure for me to host you for this DataKITA Pulse event. And this event is in conjunction with Malaysia Tech Month 2020, which aims to inspire businesses to embrace data in your digitally powered businesses while enabling you to connect with like-minded people in the industry. DataKITA Pulse is an event to showcase our new campaign, which is DataKITA. DataKITA aims to catalyze a thriving national data ecosystem to increase data availability, usability, accessibility, and also to encourage the application of data in the industry. Next slide. Our strategy is to achieve our campaign goal in 4 different pillars. And these pillars include knowledge, where what we want is to advocate greater data literacy in Malaysia through ongoing series of talks, showcases, as well as a mentoring opportunity. Second area that we look at is infrastructure, where we will be working with industry and ecosystem players to build a soft and hard infrastructure and environment to foster a data-driven environment in Malaysia. The third area that we look at is talent, right? Everyone needs talent to power the business. And we will be facilitating the creation and adoption of a data-driven culture and to facilitate development of data and AI professionals in Malaysia. And lastly, it's all about action. We would like to encourage businesses to accelerate their journey towards a data-driven organization and to be AI ready. And some of these programs include our data technology partnership, our data labs, our data-driven enterprises. Right. So next, the DataKITA aims to benefit the industry in the following few areas. Number one, it aims to help businesses to understand the value of data and how can you apply this in your businesses. Second area is to provide you with access on the availability of data infrastructure and services in the industry. And we do have product showcase where you can actually learn more about some of these solutions and products. The third area is to create a data culture in your businesses so that you're able to leverage on a proficient and skilled data and AI workforce. And lastly, is to help you to accelerate and revolutionize your business and operation towards becoming a data-driven organization. And the DataKITA Pulse marks the start of our DataKITA campaign. And today, our goal is to inspire businesses to embrace data. And this is actually a glimpse of what is being offered to the industry. Our event will run for 25 hours non-stop. This is actually the first time you're running a 25 hours event to allow you to feel the pulse of data in your blood. And thus, the experience and hopefully you're able to appreciate the importance of data and its role in enhancing your businesses. Right, today, I'm proud to note that we have 27 speakers and moderator sessions. We also have 40 pitching sessions, 13 virtual exhibitors, as well as different exciting programs that we have in place. I would like to express appreciation to our industry partners to make this event a success. And these industry partners include Fogwell, for co-organizing this event together with MDEC. I Tech Train for managing and promoting the Data Visualization and Storytelling Challenge. TM R&D for providing data services through your data platform to be used by the challenge participants. And finally, CompTIA for sponsoring the prizes for the challenge. I would like to express appreciation to our speakers as well for putting their time and commitment to share the experience with us today, as well as the 13 virtual exhibitors who are mainly our data technology partners for spending time with us today to share their solution and services, as well as to provide potentially free trials and discounts to all the participants. And each of today's content is designed to inspire you to embrace data in your business operations and decision making. Next slide, please. We have assembled thought leaders to give you a direct insight and wisdom on how data relates and support other areas in our life. For example, we have topics around women, data and health, even the national vision related to our MDEC chairman's session next. We have also handpicked data trailblazers to share their hands-on experience in terms of how they transform their own organizations and to get to know what they have done and understand why they do it and to discover how they did it. Right. So next slide shows some of our distinguished speakers. And obviously in life things evolve and change. Some of the speakers who have confirmed earlier may not is unable to join us, and we have actually replaced them with also prominent speakers. All right. So most of the programs are interviews and panel sessions, and we have injected a variety of programs to allow you to explore the benefits of from the DataKITA Pulse. I would like to recommend that you check out our virtual product showcase. As mentioned, there's 13 of the data technology partners who are showcasing their innovative data products and solutions. They will be offering free trials and discounts as well. We actually have a virtual networking sessions, which is actually an interesting way to get to know people in this industry. Don't forget to log in later. There's also 3 workshop panels that will be going on live tonight, focusing on data visualization, data for business, and AI. I'm happy to note that we have received overwhelming response for the business matching sessions, which are happening this evening. Right. If you prefer a more hands-on and a practical approach, you want to do something, you can actually join the visualization sessions, which starts at the midnight, and you'll burn the midnight oil trying to figure out what to do with data, how to visualize this, and also to tell a story from the data as well. These are very powerful tools, especially if you are in businesses. There's a need to be able to sell your solutions and services, and to sell your projects even to the management, right? And finally, on the Saturday morning, we have an interview with Datuk Wan Peng, which will talk about the adoption in MDEC and also the industry, and we will close the session by announcing the winners of the data visualization challenge that we have, right? That's all that I have. My opening remarks for today. I hope that you'll be able to enjoy the sessions that we have today. Next, we have our chairman, Datuk Wira, Dr. Rais, who will be giving an exclusive interview, and he has recorded this interview session late evening yesterday because he's actually tied up with an event this morning. It's unavoidable, and we're happy that we're able to actually recorded this interview session. With that, I would like to request the Secretariat to play the video now.
Greetings, Malaysia. On behalf of the Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, MDEC, it is an absolute honor to bring you live DataKITA Pulse. I'm very sure you're all excited to get some great insights. Without any further ado, let's warmly welcome the very inspiring chairman of MDEC, Datuk Wira, Dr. Haji Rais. Datuk, greetings and honor to be presenting an interview session with you live today.
Thank you for having me, Navin. Truly appreciate it.
Wonderful. Datuk, with recent announcements on the Malaysia 5.0, what are your thoughts on the current progress of Malaysia 5.0?
As I've explained, the term describes the next stage of the evolution of societal communities. The quest for Society 5.0 is built around the needs of human-centered society. In other words, human are the primary focus, and technology should serve the human. MDEC envisions playing a leading role in catalyzing this transition to Malaysia 5.0 as a new narrative for introducing emerging technologies which are essential tools in the new Malaysian 5.0 digital economy. Technology serving the human being. At the cusp of the 4IR, Malaysia is blessed with a chance to re-engineer the human experiment using technologies that decentralize authority and de-emphasize division along the lines of color, creed, and country, what the Japanese have coined as Society 5.0, and we have adapted as Malaysia 5.0. With Malaysia 5.0, it can contribute to a more sustainable and secular economy where greater well-being is possible for all citizens regardless of age, ethnicity, and class. The momentum of digital transformation among Malaysian businesses was created by the COVID-19 pandemic. Everybody knows that, how it fast accelerated the digital adoption. The next key action is how to accelerate their momentum and catalyzing the transformation to adopt emerging technologies such as AI, big data analytics, and so on.
Wonderful. Dato, as you clearly mentioned, people say data is the next oil, and three key elements of focus to unlock data potentials, which are sustainability, scalability, and optimization. With that said, Dato, as we at MDEC are progressively gearing up towards empowering Malaysia 5.0, how transformative is data for the Malaysian society and economy, Dato?
Data is a very important facet of the entire process of digitization and digitalization. As we catalyze our progression to Malaysia 5.0, Malaysia's businesses ecosystem must transform along digital line. Key to that is making the most of the new goal, that is data, which will be crucial for businesses to better understand market insights, enhance their customer experience, increase revenues, gain new market segments, and raise their operational efficiency. For decades, Malaysia has been building a robust ecosystem of technology solutions and services, and homegrown companies using them to power their own growth. The natural evolution, therefore, of our digital economy transformation rests on data. While the government is currently developing a national data sharing policy to advocate at the policy and governance level, there is a greater need to advocate data sharing and usage at the industry and community level. Without data, it's like looking for a black cat in a dark room and the lights are switched off.
Very well said, Dato, very well said. See, as you very clearly mentioned how crucial is data to ensure sustainability, scalability, and optimization. The big question is why? So, Dato, why is MDEC actually focused on enabling data transformation at this point of economic development stage?
We understand that we are facing a troika of challenges, the pandemic, the economy, as well as, to a certain extent, the political conundrum. The current economic situation has elevated the importance of the digitalization of Malaysian economy. An increasingly technology-dependent climate, businesses now must prepare to do more to survive and thrive in the economics of today and future. To reach the next level of our nation's development, we must take full advantage of emerging technologies that will be essential tools in the digital economy, especially when moving to a world beyond Industry 4.0. This is what Malaysia 5.0 is about. It is the next stage for the evolution of society and promises a more sustainable and secular economy for our nation. Do not forget, we cannot just focus on the 32 million Malaysian market. We are to focus 650 million market in the ASEAN, which we talk about digital ASEAN quite a bit, and the 2.2 billion market of the 57 Muslim countries, where Malaysia has a huge opportunity and a lead in getting it done.
Great. Datuk, very well said again. Why? Because data plays a big role, not only for Malaysia, but horizontally across the globe. Yeah. Now, we have answered what, we have answered why. The big question is, people do understand the importance of data, but they do not know where to start, how to start, or even why to do it. The big question now, Datuk, how is MDEC playing a role to catalyze a data transformation in Malaysia?
We are currently championing the availability, accessibility, and usability of data in Malaysian society and the economy. We means MDEC. We want to catalyze a thriving national data ecosystem that can help Malaysia prepare for data-driven global economy. It is also through our ability to empower Malaysians and local businesses with greater data literacy and usage to become better digitally skilled Malaysians and digitally powered businesses, where we can truly accelerate our move towards Malaysia 5.0. This is as we can help more Malaysians that they can boost their digital skills and create new digitally powered businesses, as well as helping digital investments into the country. I repeat again, we must not just look at the Malaysian market or the ASEAN market, the greater ASEAN market.
Yeah.
We must also look at the 2.2 billion market, where Malaysia has an advantage, being in the driver's seat of the Islamic finance, being in the driving seat of the largest sukuk issuance in the world, being consistently graded one in the indices of the Islamic economy. With MDEC's Data Technology Partnership Program, we seek to create an ecosystem of data analytics and AI solutions, providers for collaboration to catalyze data adoption through business matching, collaboration, talent, facilitation, and opportunity recognition. To those digital-ready businesses, MDEC's data-driven enterprises will strengthen business imperatives focusing on value creation, optimization, transformation, and new revenue creation. Besides that, MDEC also progressive drives the AgTech and sectorial pilot projects initiative, which serves as an enabling platform to bridge both the demand and supply data ecosystem to validate data-driven digitalization adoption across the identified sectors via sectoral pilot projects initiatives. Now, this AgTech is a very, very important element for us. We still have 60 billion net import, 60 billion ringgit net import annually. We have a huge underemployment among the youth, and we have good land. So if we can have this data to drive this AgTech initiatives, that will immensely help to navigate the new way of agriculture, making it sexy so the youth will also participate. This is a great thing. Just to share some great insights on the data-driven AgTech pilot project that was deployed by MDEC across diversified crops, say chili plantation, aquaculture, poultry, etc., whereby by leveraging on the real-time data on key farming parameters, local farmers are able to witness increment of productivity and yield, income by over 20%, reduction of operation costs by over 30%, which had led towards improving their livelihood, bridging the income inequality, improving and enhancing even our national food security, sovereignty, and safety. And this is what we at MDEC always strive for, which is to help the many.
I can't stress enough, but very wonderfully quoted on agriculture. Now, last but not least, people would never think that how crucial is data across a very traditional sector, which is the agriculture sector. Datuk, very nice that you highlighted that data is playing a very important role in a sector close to the hearts of the people, the agriculture sector. With data, you mentioned that farmers are able to improve their productivity, with knowing how much to water, knowing how much to fertilize their plants, towards getting better results and productivity. And also to quote and to highlight your point earlier, Datuk, three most important fundamental things, which is to empower data transformation: talent, building a vibrant ecosystem, and of course towards job creation. As what we preach, digitally enabling Society 5.0 towards empowering Malaysia 5.0. Now, the last golden question, Dato, is what are the key expected outcomes that we at MDEC drive on catalyzing data transformation for the country?
Recently, we had a restructuring from the board to the management within MDEC. One of the big focus, i.e., IOOI, input, output, outcome, and impact. Everything that we should do and we must do must have the desired outcome and desired impact. It can no longer be just input and output. It is therefore highly crucial to inspire companies, organizations to embrace and unlock the data potential with key emphasis on sustainability, scalability, and optimization. By having a more data-centric socio-economy, our nation can reassert its position, a regional digital powerhouse and industry trailblazer. This will help our nation to stay ahead in the ever-changing landscape of digital economy. Remember, I kept on saying the importance of IOOI, which is going to be a mainstay in the MDEC: input, output, outcome, and impact. And this will digitally enabling data-driven society 5.0 towards empowering Malaysia 5.0 and reinforcing our position as the heart of digital ASEAN.
Again, wonderfully said. I'm stressing the word wonderfully again because it does touch the hearts of the people to the importance of data. Dato, you mentioned again on the IOOI matrices, just to highlight that's input, output, outcomes and impact. As we at MDEC deliver outcomes towards impact for the nation, to highlight, DataKITA Pulse is an event, it's a campaign to inspire companies to embrace data towards three factors: sustainability, scalability, and optimization. With that, Dato, thank you so much for your wonderful insights, because you are a true inspiration towards data-driven society, towards empowering what we drive, the Malaysia 5.0. Thank you, Dato. Thank you so much for your time. Very nice.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure's all mine, Dato. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much to Datuk Dr. Rais for delivering that interview. It's a very powerful vision from Datuk. The expectation that he has set for Malaysia 5.0 and how data plays a role to achieve it. What is more important is the concept of IOII, which is input, output, impact, because in order for us to drive any initiative, you need to make sure that it actually has the right outcome and as well as impact for the nation, right? With that, let's move on to the next session for today, which is actually the DataKITA launch. Since Datuk Rais is unable to be with us today in person, we have pre-recorded his message from him with regards to this DataKITA launch. With that, can I invite the Secretariat to play that video?
On behalf of MDEC, I'm pleased officially to launch DataKITA Pulse to empower data-driven Malaysia 5.0, reinforcing our position as the heart of digital ASEAN. Remember, if we do not know where we are, we don't know where to go. And data is very critical towards knowing the present so that we can shape the future. Thank you.
Today's business environment is changing drastically, and technology has played a key role in driving that change. Digital technologies must now be applied across organizations. These new trends will be constantly generating new and enormous data on the organization, people, customers, relationships with suppliers, and intellectual properties.
Data-driven is the process of organizational decision-making based on data and insights derived from data rather than intuition, observation, or experience. This program aims to provide a structured and accelerated approach to assist business enterprises and professionals in their data-driven business transformation.
Because in the past we've always been doing over the counter, the processes for digital engagement has not been very too clear. Definitely the first challenge was, do you have the right tools and equipment to actually provide the service? So we need to change our IT architecture just to support this kind of digital engagement.
The demand of gloves today is way above the supply. We decided that the first step that we need to undertake is to digitize the production floor. We named that as a paperless project.
So in the past, it may not be as easy to collect data to ascertain the outcome of our efforts to basically give us these key metrics.
But over the last few years, Hussin has actually embarked on the transformation journey in preparations for this paradigm shift.
You need to really know how important is data to you. That data helps you in making that decision. We have a lot of tools to know where you come from, what device you come from, and what are the transactions that you do. So this allows me to understand the type of demographics my customers are coming into. The data that we had and the amount of work that we put into place into the data channel helps us to engage our customers better.
People say data is oil. Data analytics is actually applicable to all industries and to all sectors. Having data is really a key. If you have data, you don't have the right people with the right skill set, then your data would not be properly analyzed. And that's where, like MIA itself, we're working very closely with MDEC in terms of enhancing skill set as well as capacity building.
The COVID-19 global pandemic has driven demand of gloves to an unprecedented level. So being a data-driven organization, we are able to look at the forecast, demand forecast, and also with the production data that we have, we are able to identify production losses, and from there, derive action plans on how to reduce our production losses so that we can churn out more gloves to deliver more gloves to our customers.
We analyze whatever data that we have captured, whether we are achieving the targets versus what is actual result.
Customer expectations, as we all know, has changed over time. If companies like ours want to adapt, then we really need to harness the power of analytics. Harnessing the power of data essentially allows us to provide differentiated business offerings. So in the future, we can do personalized service, customized products based on market demand. So I think the potential is limitless.
As part of MDEC's nation-building efforts to propel into the fourth industrial revolution, we want Malaysian business enterprises to become more data-driven, leveraging on data analytics and artificial intelligence to make informed decisions for long-term sustainability and help the country ride out the COVID-19 disruptions and challenges.
The DataKITA initiative will raise the availability, accessibility and usability of data in Malaysia's society and economy via 4 strategic pillars. Knowledge, promote data literacy. Infrastructure, foster a data-driven environment. Talent, facilitate development of data professionals. Accelerate business enterprises to be data-driven and AI-ready.
With that, the DataKITA is officially launched. I hope that you are as excited as we are. And as you can see from the testimonial from the video, data-driven is the way to go. As more and more companies become more digitally savvy, as you embark on more digital solutions, you have a lot of data. And it's important that we harness the use of this data for the greater benefit of your own organizations. And right now, there's a tremendous amount of tools, solutions that are able to help you, not just to process this data, but also to get insights from this data and to make actions from this data. Here at MDEC, we are happy to be able to serve you, to work with you, to help you to embark on your data journey. With the help of all our friends and partners from the ecosystem. We do have a large number of universities who are offering data analytics and machine learning courses right now. We have more than 23 universities who are offering this. We do have very active training providers who are training our data professionals. We do have a large pool of companies that are offering a solution and services. At the same time, we do have very, very supportive stakeholders, not just from the government side, from the Ministry of Communication and Multimedia. We also have a great support from mostly the Human Resources Ministry, MITI, and a lot more others as well. And all of us work together to make sure that we have the right ecosystem for the fourth IR technology and digital economy to thrive moving forward. And I hope that as members of the industry and citizens, you are able to take up this challenge, learn more about data analytics and what data can help you to improve yourself and as well as the businesses, and later on contribute towards the nation's competitiveness as we weather the challenge of COVID, and as well as trying to make our country more competitive moving forward. With that, I hope they're able to enjoy our session for today. For more information about DataKITA, please visit DataKITA's website at mdec.my/DataKITA. With that, sit back, listen, and be inspired for our rest of the program for today. Thank you, and thank you for attending for today.
you.